Are you ready to create a life you crave? Let's spin that doom loop of negativity into an upward success cycle and start living lucky.
Good morning, I'm Jason.
I'm Jana!
You're wondering where Jana was. What are you missing today?
I got wheels.
We've been doing wheelchair maintenance this morning.
Oh, I had a flat tire. 2 flat tires.
Well, that'll get you stuck.
But don't you like my pink wheels? Like, aren't these just the cutest little thing?
With your pants and your top or anything.
Stop.
They just go with everything.
I'm not wearing a bra. I gotta get close enough to the camera where you can't see.
Well, it is No Bra Wednesday.
Oh, it is?
Is
that what?
today.
It is hump day.
Hey,
Ah!
we gotta go.
When I get so close, though, it feels like the camera is fuzzy. Okay. So we gotta like hunch down. That's what we gotta do. Good morning. Jason and I start dance lessons today. Now, for dance lessons, I need a special wheelchair. And so we went into our garage of tricks. We
That's
have
like a magician's magic hat
I'm like,
in our garage.
I have a wheelchair for off-roading and safariing. I have a wheelchair for tennis. I have
for
a
basketball.
Nope, I don't
Got
have
rid
that
of that
anymore.
one? Okay.
I have a wheelchair. We're fuzzy again.
I think it's just to us.
No,
Oh.
something's happening. I have a wheelchair for skiing. I have a wheelchair for all sorts of things. However, dancing is something brand new. And as I've been looking into it, there's different philosophies on what your wheelchair dancing or your dancing wheelchair should be. Yeah. However,
I've got a different philosophy on how my feet should act.
I think Jason and I are going to take this sport to a different level, is what I think. And so
We're extraordinary.
I have been thinking outside the box. I'm like, we're going to do acrobats. Yeah, acrobatics. Is it acrobatics or acrobats? I don't know.
Yep. Well, I'm going to need to do some more working out.
That is true. That is true. And I might need to
I might
lose
need to
10
drop
pounds.
about 4 pounds.
You're
put on some muscle.
You're skinny enough. He looks great. Don't you all think he looks great? We need to.
I'm proud of the way I look. I'm just thinking.
Honestly,
I do need to tighten up a little bit, and I'm going to have to add on some muscle.
Okay, we just changed the topic today. We all need to love ourselves the way we are. That's how I feel about this. In fact, shame on me for even saying that I needed to lose weight. We all just need to love ourselves the way we are.
I do.
And there's an and there. And know that God gave us these beautiful bodies and we want to take the best care of them that we possibly can.
What I'm saying is that God gave me this beautiful body, and it is beautiful, but I haven't taken the best care of it.
Okay.
And I haven't put the best fuel in it always.
Yes.
And I haven't run the motor as high as it needs to go sometimes.
That is so good. How many times do we say, "Oh, I'm just going to treat myself. I'm just going to treat myself." And when you say that, is treating yourself, does that mean going to have those little 16 powdered donuts and then eating the whole bag?
Or running up to Publix and getting a couple little quarts of Haagen-Dazs?
Yes.
Because that's me.
What does treating yourself mean? What does treating yourself mean? Because what I'm really realizing is when we say, "Oh, I'm just going to treat myself," we need to add, "I'm going to treat myself well." Because, or we just need to ask ourselves, how are we going to treat ourselves? Because it feels like we get to a point and we say, whether we're celebrating something or whether we need comforting, and we say, "Oh, I'm just going to treat myself." And then I want to say, well, how are you going to treat yourself? Are you going to treat yourself badly? Because a lot of times when we say, "Oh, I'm just going to treat myself," that means I'm going to go drink a bottle of wine. Or I'm going to go gorge myself with...
we could go do a wonderful triathlon, or I could have a great sales week. And I would say, you know what? I worked hard. I deserve this. I'm going to treat myself. And
Yes.
it would be like, go get this crazy massive steak, all red meat, get wine, get a nice dessert at the end of it. And yeah, it's nice.
But really,
But it's
if
just
you
an
zoom out, how are you treating yourself?
Yeah.
It's like,
that.
okay, I did all this work. I really put in the effort. I've worked toward my goal. I've made progress toward my life vision, toward my North Star, toward God's design for how he wants me to impact the world. And so what do? I'm going to treat myself. And what does that really mean to you? Because we all have our own definition.
And it's an emotional attachment. So it's an emotional treat that we transmute into a physical treat to take us back to that emotional place that made us feel nurtured and home and all this stuff. So go ahead.
For me, I'm realizing the way I treat myself is by getting on that couch. It's over in that corner. In fact, if you sit on this couch, there's actually a little bit of a dip. There's a divot.
I was like, I'm sitting right here.
No, there's a divot right over there. And it's from when I broke my leg and I spent a year in bed. That was my bed right over there. And there's a divot there. And that's where I feel most comfortable. And I get my heating blanket. And then I Netflix out, or I put some mindless television on that just, I don't know, it makes me like zone out. And that's how I treat myself. And next thing you know, I'm watching 8 episodes of something, and Jason will come in and he'll be like, what are you watching? I don't know.
I do the same thing.
And then it goes back to that language that I know we've had a past episode about that, when I say I don't know, which is just training my brain to not have confidence in myself. I don't know is a terrible
it's training
phrase.
your brain to not look for the answer. That's a definitive. I don't know.
Which is a whole nother topic. But it's funny that this is coming up right now, because how are you treating yourself? When really, if I want to treat myself well, I should go cut my fingernails, or I should go wash my hair, or I should go take a nice bath, or read a book, or even give myself a little massage.
Oh, massage.
Go for a walk, or there's so many things that I could do to treat myself or to reward myself if I feel I need a reward, which I don't even know why I feel that way.
Well, I think so. We do put in a lot of effort all the time. If you're showing up full out, that's our goal, is to get up, have a positive attitude, put some plans in place for the day, and then knock off those plans so we're moving closer to our goal. Mm-hmm. And when you feel like you've done the work over and over and again, it's kind of like a pit stop. So racing, if you're racing Ferraris, that's an expensive car. Racing any race car is an expensive sport, but you don't go put crap gas in it. You don't get some tinker tailor to go work under the engine. You get professionals to work under the engine. You get people that know and are experienced with the way the car is supposed to go around the track. So treating yourself could be getting yourself a coach, getting yourself a mentor, eating the right foods, figuring out what's good for your body, what gives you energy.
Praying, meditating, going to church, surrounding yourself with uplifting people. There's so many things that you could do to treat yourself, and yet what do? It's kind of like a baby or an animal that you really care about. How would you treat them?
Yeah, you wouldn't be yelling at them and saying you're dumb, going back to the race cars. You wouldn't let everybody from the stands come down and kick the tires to see if they're like, quit kicking my car. Well, quit kicking my emotions.
Or having that internal self-talk
that kicks myself.
Right.
Yeah. But we do that all the time. So then we start saying, I'm going to treat myself. And we don't realize we're treating ourselves badly. Because the next time we go out to try to race around that track, We're going to be spitting and sputtering. We're going to be tired. We're not going to make it. Our wheels are going to fall off because we've been treating ourselves with the wrong things.
I'm just going to treat myself. We all do it. All do it.
So we took one of our treats and said, you know what? I'm not going to have ice cream anymore. We're going to take that treat and turn it into dance lessons. And dance lessons create rhythm in life. They create musicality. They create more connection. So that's a great treat.
Good morning, Pam. Okay, so Sheila says not only a bottle of wine plus a margarita. She adds a margarita in there. And then she probably licks the salt because that's the good part. Mindy says, yep, you're right on, Jason. Lisa says, I need to research all the different kinds of wheelchairs. Oh, there's so many different kinds.
Oh, my goodness.
So many different kinds.
Kinds, weights,
Jeff Frank,
accessories.
Good morning. Good morning. Marilyn, we got the car back today. Oh,
Yay.
Congratulations. Congratulations. You take good care of your
Yeah,
car.
Ferrari.
It will take good care of you.
Treat it well.
Which is what we should do with ourselves. Treat ourselves well. And then our bodies will
Treat us well.
do it in kind. And wow, we just took a crazy turn, and it's all because we're taking dance lesson. Look, my dirty rag. I've been dusting my old wheelchair today, dusting it up.
Her dusty muffin.
Yeah. No, not that. And we are going to go over to the Fred Astaire studio and see what they can teach us.
See what they can do with this old lump of clay.
It's going to be fun, I think. It's going to be fun.
It's going to be a blast. I'm excited. I got dance shoes.
I know. Jason jumped all in. And then as soon as we go over there to even inquire about it, he's like, oh, I need shoes.
New hobby. Got to get dressed
I
out.
need an outfit.
Got to have all the accoutrement.
That's a fun word to say.
It is, especially when you throw that French accent on there. Accoutrement.
Well, I can't wait to see you in your
Accoutrement.
nice little sparkly outfit and your dance shoes
my
and your
skinny jeans.
and your what's the word?
Accoutrement.
That. If we learn something that's worth showing, we'll do it tomorrow.
Oh,
Now
that
I'm
scares
putting
me to
us on the
death.
spot. All right, guys. How are you treating yourself? Treat yourself well. Bye-bye.
If the idea of living lucky appeals to you, visit us at startlivinglucky.com.